Welcome to the Mid-Mode Nerd Show. I'm here with Gary from where?
Extremicon.
In Dakota. Nope, he's gone again. He's just never coming back, is he, Gary?
Did he get cigarettes and milk or what?
Dakota, we miss you. We hope you come back with the smokes and the milk. And I'm Matt from the Mandalorians. And this is the Mid-Mode Nerd Show, if I didn't say that already. Because Gary woke me up on a Sunday.
Yay! Hey, I'm just trying to make up for the one we missed Friday.
Right, our special Sunday episode. Because we're trying to get as many as we can in this month before Free Comic Book Day on May the 3rd, Gary.
Yes, Free Comic Book Day on May the 3rd, which I do not know what kind of cosplay I'll be in, but it will, hopefully it'll be my new one.
Ooh, he's going to wear the Speedo.
My wife would say, make sure you wear some shorts with that.
But 15745 Hardin Lane, if you've never been here, I know probably everybody listening to this has been to the shop. All 6.5 of you. I count Joe as 1.5 because you're getting a little chubby, buddy.
Well, we do have some Free Comic Book Day specials.
Yeah, and there's no limit to the free comics. Like, you can get one of each if you want. I know a lot of stores do, like, limits on them, but I want them out of here. I don't want to sit on them forever.
I'm just saying there's something like, if anybody likes Critical Role, there's going to be something free for that.
Yep, there's a Mighty Nine Origins book. There's a Fantastic Four book. There's Superman. There's a Wonder Woman Kangaroo book.
A Wonder Woman Kangaroo book?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep. For those of you who don't know, Wonder Woman has a pet kangaroo named Jumpa.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I did not know that.
Has had that forever.
You know, because I know, of course, we all know Crypto.
Yep.
Superman.
You got Ace the Bat Hound.
And then we got the cat for Supergirl.
Yep. You got, I keep wanting to say Speedy. I don't think it's Speedy.
Is it like Flash?
It might be it's something like that.
Flash.
You have the power of Google. Streaky, I think.
I think it's Streak. Don't hold me to it because
right now he's Power Girl's cat.
Power Girl.
Yep. I mean, they trade off Power Girl and Supergirl in the comics. They are technically kind of the same person.
Yeah.
But,
one's got short hair, one's got long hair.
Yep. That's the only defining feature in those two characters.
Are you sure about that?
There definitely isn't two glaring ones where the Superman logo should be on the other one.
Either way, Supergirl, we like her.
Yeah, I like them both. I collect most Kryptonian comics because it's a fun story. I like most Kryptonian stories except for when they retell the blowing up of Krypton. That is just such a boring story nowadays.
That goes along with two other ones that just don't need to be told
Uncle
anymore.
Ben and the Waynes.
Yeah, those three stories, we've already heard it.
And I'll even add a third one to that one, or fourth one to that one nowadays, is Gwen Stacy's death. We know that story. They told it accurately in the movie.
Yeah, and guess what? They should have put it in the third movie, so they could have had a third movie, because everybody liked her so much.
Right. I hope we get... I don't even care if it's only like a cameo, but I hope we get her as a Spider-Gwen just once.
I did hear one rumor, not about her, but they're going to bring back Captain Carter again.
And they kind of cut her in half.
And the Avengers.
They kind of... I know it's going to be another version of Captain Carter, but they kind of cut her in half.
But I absolutely love that character.
That was fun. I like Haley Atwell. She's a good actress. Like,
yeah,
I enjoyed her. I've been watching Captain Carter.
I absolutely love the first season. Second season's kind of like, they kind of lost her character a little.
Then I enjoyed it in What If when she became Captain.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And, like, Steve was the little, like, tank commander guy.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
He's kind of the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, a little bit.
And if you haven't watched it yet, it's been out for a long time.
It's been out for so long. It was early MCU. I'm not even... That's almost a decade.
Yeah.
That was right after the first Avenger came out.
Oh, so what do you think of Daredevil, speaking of which?
I'm a couple episodes behind, but I like it. It's a very fun show. It's interesting. But it should be called Matt Murdock, Attorney at Law.
You're really right.
Me and Ryan talked about that the other day. Like, it's a great show. Everything's cool about it. It's fun. It's a good show. But he's been in the costume for approximately one fight.
Yeah, this last episode that came out, I'm not going to ruin it for you, but it's definitely like, you're like, what the heck?
Yeah, and then the finale is this coming Tuesday?
Yes.
Like, I enjoyed, there's one, it's still, I think we talked about it last time, it's got one of my favorite MCU scenes on there. It's just him and Punisher arguing.
Yeah.
Like, that showed how good those two's acting is. I'm like, cool, let's put that in the rest of the show.
They bring him back in the last episode, at least for a little bit.
I want to see Punisher. I'm hit and miss with John Bernthal, because I don't like him as Shane. I don't like Shane, though.
I thought he did good as Shane, but you know the character when he died, I was kind of that was good because he's
get
kind
out
of
of here.
a butt.
Yeah, like, get out of here, Shane. Nobody likes you. I know some people like Shane, but I don't like Shane. I also haven't watched too far into The Walking Dead.
I did all the way up until Negan, and then after that, I kind of fizzled off a little bit.
So I've got to the governor, and the governor is I'm gonna put my PG-13 word right here. Is a little bit rapey.
Yeah.
And I can't watch TV like that, and especially if my wife's in the room, it just gets even worse. So it's like we just kind of turned it off after that.
Yeah.
Like I'd like to get past that because I'm greatly enjoying the one character that's not in the comic story, Daryl.
Yeah. I thought it was funny because he was supposed to be canceled after the first season, but he was such a well-liked character.
I mean,
they kept him on.
You put Norman Reedus in anything, everybody's gonna like it. I hope they got people to see Venom 3, even though he was in it for like 30 seconds, or rumored to be in it, because I don't even think he was Noel. I think I was still Andy Serkis.
I think it's funny that I didn't realize he was in Blade 2 for the longest time, and
then
I seen it.
Yeah,
it popped up, I'm like, that's Norman Reedus right there.
Like Scud or Skid or...
Yeah, Scud.
Yeah, no, oh God, I can't wait for... I hope Wesley Snipes comes back as Blade.
That's going to be a tough one, but I still love that line in Daredevil and Wolverine. It's like, there's only one Blade. It's like, what about the guy who played in a TV series? Never mind.
Yep. Only ever going to be one Blade.
That was a great line. And I actually heard a rumor that, what's his name is going to come back as Gambit.
Not even a rumor. That's an official casting.
It is now?
Channing Tatum. They released an entire, just... like 5-hour YouTube video of them showing the casting chairs for
that's right.
Yep, Doomsday, and we're getting a lot of the old X-Men back.
Which is good.
Yeah, which it was like, well, where's the First Class people? I'm like, I love you all, but the First Class guys aren't coming back for like 10 years.
Not until they fit the roles.
Well, no, not even that, because they got burnt so hard by those movies. Like, we're never seeing Jennifer Lawrence again as Mystique. Ever. That poor girl literally started up for like a 3-movie contract, got excited to play a side character, and then she got super famous from the Hunger Games, and they made the 5-hour makeup transition mandatory main character for those movies. You know, she was barely blue in the last 2 movies.
That's funny.
Yeah, like you can watch it all. Like none of it's ever she's never came out saying any of this, but you can like tell it from the background stuff. It's like because, you know, Mystique was a good, like, side character in the first one.
Yeah.
Because she played Professor X's kind of little sister in that one, which was a weird turn, but I was cool with it.
Yeah.
And then, like, you could tell the Hunger Games really kicked off when she became the main character for the second movie. And then she was still kind of the main character for the third.
Yeah, the third.
And then we don't talk about Dark Phoenix.
Sad. To me, that should have been one of the best storylines in the whole. They screwed it up twice.
That's why I will never forgive that movie. Like, you know, it wasn't too bad. Like, no, it was their second screw up.
Yeah.
Of one of the most beloved storylines in the comics of all time.
Yeah, because they could have had the Hellfire Club completely go in there. They did. I know they did in First Class a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, they could have brought him back.
And then they could have had the Shi'ar Empire introduced, which would have been great.
But no, they did these weird offshoot aliens that were canon to Dark Phoenix, but it was that one planet that Jean destroyed. And then you never saw again. That was the planet that these guys are from. But then, like, Dark Phoenix is cataclysmic level event, and we've seen Thanos in movies at this point.
Right.
And she just destroyed a small city block. That was it. That was the destruction of the Dark Phoenix. You know, the world-ending threat.
Yeah. Even Apocalypse was worried about her at the end of the movie with Apocalypse.
Oh, yeah, like, oh, God, Apocalypse had such a good setup. Like, we did so good. Like, we had First Class, which was fun. A little weird out of order that none of the original 5 X-Men were the First Class except for Beast.
Yeah.
And then we had Days of Future Past, which was really cool because they brought the old guys back.
Well, they did have, the Days of Future Past. And then when they had Apocalypse in it, then they finally brought Angel back into it.
Yeah, and which also kind of threw everything off.
Yeah.
Because if they're both to be the same. I know, like, the timeline's kind of changed. We're supposed to change after Days of Future Past. Because Wolverine went back to, like, a healed timeline, and then everything changed different after Days of Future Past. I don't know.
I know in the Age of Apocalypse original comic book setting, they actually did change things. Because it actually, his son, Professor X's son, let me put that out there.
Yeah, Legion.
Went back in the time, Legion, and killed Magneto, which was supposed to be killing Magneto. He ended up killing his own father, and then that just screwed up everything that started the Age of Apocalypse.
Yep, and it messed up all the timelines. Like, that's the one thing, like, those are good X-Men stories is when they change the timelines, because House of M's so good.
Yeah, that was actually
When, like, Wanda makes all the mutants the dominant species on the planet, and makes them the Avengers.
But if you think about it, she actually was helping out a lot of the other ones. Like Steve Rogers was retired, and he wanted to change things, but he always wanted to, be that way.
Carol Danvers, Miss Marvel, was the world's greatest, like, non-mutant hero, because she's always been like a team up with the X-Men.
Right.
Until they made her Captain Marvel, and they made her story weird.
And Spider-Man was famous.
Spider-Man is famous.
And he wasn't even a mutant.
Yep. But people, like, see him as a mutant, because they treat him poorly, too.
So, I mean, she hooked up all the people that helped her out in the past.
Yeah. Like, she was just like, here, she tried to make a good, peaceful Earth, and then, like, Wolverine fought. Of course, Wolverine ruined it, Gary. Wolverine ruined it. Your boy messed everything up. Couldn't have nothing nice, because he's got all those memories collapsing on each other.
Oh, you gotta give a guy a break. Every time they turn around, they change his memories.
Oh, I know. That's why he knew what happened. He's like, wait a minute.
This ain't right.
This isn't No. Get out of here.
But if we just had a peaceful society, we wouldn't have the comics then.
That's fair. Right. That's most political I'll get on here is when people say they wish when comics weren't political. I'm just like, when?
Yeah.
Especially X-Men comics.
Stan Lee has stated from the beginning that it was all about racism when he made the comics.
Like Professor X and Magneto were allegories for Martin Luther King and Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And, now they're allegories for gays and queers and all that stuff. I can say those words. I'm one of those. Leave me alone.
So is it okay for me to call myself an Indian because I'm part Native American?
I mean,
is that still offensive?
I mean, if you're from India, Gary, you can say that, but yeah.
I never forget when I was teaching martial arts class and I said, everybody say Indian style. Everybody looked at me funny. I'm like when the parents was like, it's crisscross now. What the heck is that? Crisscross? Yeah, crisscross applesauce. What?
Oh, that's weird.
Do push-ups.
I will teach you the kung fu. Did you see the Superman teaser?
Not the most recent one. The last one I seen was him and Crypto was carrying him around.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Like a 5-minute clip of that.
I don't think I've seen the full 5 minutes.
They did an extended clip of him taking him back to the fortress and, like, healing him. It looks so good.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to July is going to have so many movies.
Fantastic Four.
We will be premiering.
Jurassic Park.
Actually, I'm going to say this. I'm going to get my movie schedule out for everybody.
Gary.
All right, next week, StreamCon's bringing the Easter Bunny to Regal Theater.
Ooh.
On the 18th from noon to 4.
What are you seeing? What's coming out this month?
I don't know. I'm just saying there's going to be a Easter Bunny there for the kids.
Well, I know, like, the 21st is the 20th or 10th, 20th. How old am I? 20th.
And would it be of this?
Of the shirt that Gary's wearing.
That you didn't even notice when I walked in.
I noticed when you walked in the door. I notice Star Wars when it comes in everywhere.
Yep, episode 3. I seen it, and actually releasing a whole bunch of stuff with it, like a Darth Vader drink, and yeah.
I know me, Ryan, and Cody are going to go see that. And I
was wondering if you were.
That's fun fact. Like, as big a Star Wars nerd as I am, it's going to age myself and, like, kind of do a little bit of backstory on me if I haven't told it already. Revenge of the Sith was the first Star Wars movie I got to see in theaters. Because...
Yeah, you were old.
Yeah.
Well, tell you what, with the first one I
which
seen...
Which one you seen, Gary?
I seen the original.
Uh-huh. So I grew up on all 3 on VHS. Just, like, we wore out... like, once a year, Dad had to, like, get new VHSs because I wore out the Star Wars ones. And... because back when you could wear out movies.
Yeah.
And, like, we went over to a friend's house. We didn't have cable. Like, we lived out way in the boonies in Lakeway.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I liked it. It was peaceful out there. But no cable, barely had local channels that you pretty much could get the news on if you were lucky or when there was a bad storm. So we just watched movies all the time. And then I was over at a friend's house, and they're like, hey, the new Star Wars movie, the second one just came out on VHS. You want to watch it? I'm like, whoa. What do you mean, new second one? Because Because I hadn't even heard of Phantom Menace at the time.
Poor guy.
Yep, so I sat there and watched, like, changed my life. I watched both Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. And then, like, poor mom and dad had to go because, as cheap as VHS nowadays, they were the price of full-price movies back then.
Right.
So we went out and got both movies. And then, like, and then as soon as it came out in theaters opening night, like, me, Dad, my friend Justin went out, and Justin had never even seen Star Wars at all, but he was just like, I'll go. I'm just like, so now I get to, like, remind him when he just makes fun of Star Wars. I'm like, well, you saw Revenge of the Sith on opening night, you nerd. But yeah, no, and I that movie was amazing in theaters, and I can't wait to see it again.
Yeah, it was really good. I don't care what anybody says. Watching a Star Wars movies in theaters is always great.
You gotta see him in theaters. Like, I almost didn't go see Solo in theaters.
2 movies that I've never seen Star Wars wise is Solo and Rogue One. Rogue One, I really wish I would have seen it in theaters.
Rogue One was good in theaters. I wish I would have seen the Clone Wars animated movie in theater when that came out.
And I didn't watch that one either.
Yeah, because everybody forgets that counts as a Star Wars movie. You're like, that doesn't count in the list. I'm like, it is produced and directed by George Lucas.
Interesting fact I'm going to throw out there. A group called Chameleon Media Production, I think it's production, got a hold of me to bring guests in, and I was going through their list a little bit. The guy who played young Boba Fett, who's been in a lot of stuff, is
Daniel
actually,
Logan?
Actually, yes, Daniel Logan is on the list. So I'm not saying anytime, like, not in this Extremicon for sure, but depending on what goes on with Extremicon, the Fan Expo, which is going to be the next one if we have one. It's going to be at Jeff City location, hopefully. But I got to get the final details on that done. Because the last one, we didn't get the final details done, and it bit me in the rear.
Yeah. Like, I love Daniel Logan. He still loves Star Wars, too. Like he comes back anytime they want him to play a younger Boba Fett. Or I would even take him, like, because we have...
Talking Muppets?
Yep, I'm losing it. ADHD is strong today, guys. I lost him. He played all the clones in the Clone Wars movies.
Yeah, he did a lot.
Tamora Morrison. We had him as older Boba Fett, but I would take, because Daniel Logan's about that age now, he could play just like before Empire Strikes Back era Boba. And we'd all accept it. We'd all love it. If you don't, I don't care. Get out of here. He's part of Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping that, if for one, I got to make sure he's in a decent price range, too. That makes a difference. But we'll see what happens with the...
You heard it here first. Gary's getting Hayden Christensen.
Huh? Yeah. We're going to start a GoFundMe account on Star Wars for everybody who wants Hayden Christensen here.
You laugh, but we could probably get it done.
I wonder. I've never done that.
You could do GoFundMe for guests. I'm sure there's enough people that would love to see big, cool guests come to our small area.
Well, because we haven't had any good sponsors for guests. Because actually, if we got good sponsors... we would have bigger guests.
Whoa. I'm a sponsor, Gary. You just call me not a good sponsor?
No, that's not what I said. But you do sponsor some of the free stuff we get. He does sponsor, but I'm talking about high dollar sponsors.
That's right. I'm poor.
But if we did get that, we'd get, not that we haven't had great guests. We actually having one of our guests return this year, John Anderson.
Yep.
Because a lot of people liked him, so we're bringing him back. And then Karen... she was the Bronze Age Batgirl.
Yeah, Gary's also having the ADHD today.
Apparently so.
All of our brains are checked out on Sunday. Everybody's going to be like, when I send this, it's like, why are you sending me a message on Sunday, Matt? And I'm like, no, it's podcast.
Because it's the thing to do.
We're doing a podcast today. Right, Dakota?
Dakota?
Wow, just still not here.
Dakota.
Still not here. But no, like, I love now that the prequels are becoming so beloved in Star Wars, and like when all these actors come back, everybody gets excited because
I never really had a problem with it. I say the first one was a little bit stiff.
It's a kids movie. They're all kids movies.
And but other than that, it wasn't that bad. And like in the third one, everybody was complaining that there was a little bit more to it for as far as explanations went. But I'm like, it was a 3-hour movie. It's almost 4 hours long. He couldn't put any more explanation in it than what he could.
Right, and that's why we got the Clone Wars TV show.
And I mean, I thought...
which, if you've never watched, solid beginning to end. Okay, solid from season 2 to end. That first season's The Phantom Menace. It is very, very little kid-oriented.
Yeah.
And then it just slowly starts turning into, like, it starts aging with you a little bit.
But the Phantom Menace, I will say, and I know I'll probably have people argue with me, I think they had the best Jedi fight scene still yet today.
The two of them and Darth Maul?
Yes.
Yep. I'll disagree just because I like Revenge of the Sith fight scene. Anakin Kenobi will always be just so good for me. Just watching them just fight in the lava.
Now, the second one I liked because of the fact that they had all the Jedis fighting in the arenas.
That was cool. Good. That was really cool. And you kind of got to see the Jedi Order do something.
Yeah. And I mean, most of us wanted to see that during the whole thing.
Yeah.
That was the whole reason we want. Just like the last three movies, we wanted to see Luke Skywalker do something amazing.
Hey, so fun story on that. Star Wars is getting a #1 here soon. And it starts with all the main characters right after Return of the Jedi in the comics.
Really?
So we're going to get Hero Luke and all that stuff.
That's what everybody wanted to see, that are original fans anyways. They wanted to see Luke do something. Yeah. That's the one thing I liked about The Mandalorian. When they brought him in, they made him look like he was supposed to.
Yeah, like he got his whole badass hallway scene.
Yeah.
Every Skywalker gets one. Vader got one in Rogue One, and I'm sure Kylo Ren's got one somewhere.
No, he threw a temper tantrum.
One of them was at least in the hallway.
And then we never seen Leia do.
We can see that in the future. It'll be fine. We'll see Rey do it someday in the future.
The adopted Skywalker?
I mean, it was all about found family.
Yeah, I just like the Rise of the Skywalker. You killed off all the Skywalkers. How's it the Rise of the Skywalker?
I'm the Skywalker. That was a little silly at the end. like, I think the problem is with when they killed Luke off in The Last Jedi and then Carrie Fisher died. I think Carrie, like Leia, was supposed to be like the mentor character and like live throughout the whole thing, be the Ben Kenobi that actually lived this time.
Maybe they should have reversed the roles on that.
They didn't know Carrie Fisher was going to die in real life.
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of what dug their hole there. It's just like,
I don't think that was just the only thing that dug their hole.
There's a lot dug that hole. Well, not planning the 3 movies out dug the hole.
That's kind of like the end of the WCW. There's a lot of things that dug that hole deep.
Yeah. End of a lot of things get there. You can see that digging.
Disney.
Hey, hopefully they're getting their act together. Because, again, not politic related here, but Snow White bombed pretty hard.
Because they changed Snow White. It's not Snow White anymore.
Uh-uh.
You can't change if you want to do something new, there's no problem.
Yeah,
with
tell your own story.
But if you take the other ones and because the original people want to see, the ones that liked it when they were kids want to see something similar.
Yeah, and then she came out in like interviews and like insulted all the original people.
Did anybody else we know that Brie know about that? Kill half the people that are watching your show. I don't need no support by males. All right, got your wish.
Sorry, you don't want us to watch it. I'm all for it, but. Like, Gary can attest, I was the biggest Captain Marvel supporter.
Yeah, and I absolutely loved the first movie.
Yeah, but...
I thought they couldn't have done it any better than what they did.
Yeah. But just being told, like, she was my favorite superhero for the longest time. I loved her since Miss Marvel, and when she came after Marvel, it was great. But then I kept getting told over and over again that this story's not for me. I don't need to go watch this. I'm just like,
okay.
But she's my favorite superhero. Well, you don't need to go watch this. This is not for you. Then who's it for? I've been buying the comics. And now she doesn't even have a comic. Because they made the comic like her movie version. Because if you ever read Miss Marvel, any older Carol Danvers, she's absolutely written to be a B character in the comics. And like that's how the whole story's told, and that's how she fits.
Right.
And they've been trying to shove her in the main character role. They've been trying to shove all the Avengers in the main character role. Even though if you've been a Marvel fan, you know like the Avengers are never the main team. It's the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is the main team.
I can't wait till that movie comes out too.
Yeah. Like Avengers sometimes isn't even like the fourth like main team. Like we all have like me and Ryan were talking about it too. We all get a little nostalgia blinded by some of the big comic stories like Civil War, but you think about the biggest Avenger stories about the Avengers fighting themselves. And then, like, other than that, like you get the Fantastic Four, you get the X-Men, Inhumans sometimes. whatever spider group they got going on, 3 other X-Men teams, then the Avengers.
Yeah, it all depends on what time of the comics too.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Avengers had some good storylines.
They did. But it's just like if you think about name one of the good ones, Gary.
Age of Ultron.
Yeah,
Not the best movie, but
also the Avengers caused that.
Yeah.
Hank Pym caused that.
Thank you, Hank Pym.
And it was also that story was very Fantastic Four focused.
And then what else we got there?
So you got Civil War.
Yeah.
Avengers fighting themselves. Avengers Disassembled. The Avengers fighting themselves. Dark Reign. Dark Avengers fighting themselves.
Making me
Civil War 2. Avengers fighting themselves.
I know. The X-Men comics have a lot more stuff. Even X-Men and Spider-Man do have a lot of...
Mm-hmm.
Because I can name a lot of Spider-Man and
Spider-Man
X-Men.
and like big events and like cool things they helped the world with. Avengers pretty much stopped things they caused from happening. Like, I mean, that's the whole plot of the Iron Man movies. Tony
What
was
about the Galactic... Oh, gosh, what is the name of it? Where the Skrulls are the Krees are mad because the Skrulls were invading Earth. They wanted to prove that they could do it better, so they sent all the people down.
Yeah. Oh, the Kree Skrull War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was called Galactic Storm or something.
But I even think that was more a Fantastic Four story, wasn't it? But it just makes me laugh. Like, people don't realize, like, except for the movies, in the comics, the Avengers are the B and C team. They never call them up first when something bad's happening. They just happen to be there. Because even right now, in the big event that's going on, One World Under Doom,
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. I mean, because who on Earth of the space villains, who is Marvel's biggest villain?
Doctor Doom.
Doctor Doom.
And then when you start going down the line, I mean, like Blastor and Annihilation, they're from another universe.
Yeah, or Thanos from different planets, Galactus from Cosmic, which again, those are all most of the Cosmic ones. Even the Fantastic Four deal with.
And then you got Puppet Master, Mole Man.
Yep.
Those are all.
Mole Man appeared in the very first issue of Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I read that the other day.
Then the Frightful Four.
Yep.
Which that's like the offset team of them with Wizard, Medusa when she lost her memory,
Mm-hmm.
Sandman, and then switched later with Hydro Man.
I mean, there was even a Fantastic Four team with Wolverine on it.
Yeah.
Wolverine, Spider-Man,
The Hulk and
the Hulk,
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, yeah. There was a Fantastic Four team for that.
I know that because I have it when they first got together.
They celebrate that one, but they never celebrate the poor Avengers. I know Marvel didn't own the rights at the time, but I think Fantastic Four should have been done way before now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I don't think the first two were bad. The second
like
one had left. I think that my biggest complaint about the second one
Everyone's just Galactus.
is because they didn't show Galactus. They showed a cloud.
They showed a cloud with had like little fingies.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. That was my only main complaint about that one.
yeah. Like Lawrence Fishburne as the surfer was great.
Yes.
And a lot of that was done with practical. Like he looked CGI, but it was done with practical effects. Like a lot of it was puppetry.
Yeah. And I didn't like the one Fantastic Four.
I still maintain that movie, like the story of the creation of that movie, is going to be a better movie than that movie was, because that movie had too much studio interference. Because they changed that story like 9 times before it released.
And you can tell.
Yep. Like you can tell, like watching that movie, like that was supposed to be Annihilus.
Yeah.
That was not. It was not supposed to have Doctor Doom in it at all. It might have had him as a side character, and then he just disappears, goes off to do his own thing. But when that dude came back, that's a solid Annihilus design. They were in the negative zone.
Yeah.
We're gonna deal with the Annihilation wave. I'm like, that's a cool starting point. And now they've released a second Fantastic Four trailer, which the first steps now make sense because it's Franklin's first steps.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's really good that they did. The way they're doing it is the way they're doing it, because then they don't have to worry about running off of anything else.
Well, they took a bunch of big names, and like, hey, here's a bunch of actors that you trust. You know, we got the dude from Stranger Things as the Torch.
Mandalorian.
I'm gonna get there. Like, that's the big one, Gary. That's the one. I know Sue and Ben are both from bigger items too that Andrew will berate me about later. But I'm a nerd and only watch nerd things. And then you got Pedro Pascal, which everybody knows from The Last of Us, and Wonder Woman 1984.
Yes, because that's the only thing he was in.
That's the only thing he's ever been in. Never, not The Mandalorian or Game of Thrones or that one Nicolas Cage movie.
What Nicolas Cage movie is that?
The one where Nicolas Cage plays Nicolas Cage.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's.
Did he do a good job of it?
No, Nicolas Cage. He probably hammed it up a little bit. We got set photos of our live action Spider-Man Noir with Nicolas Cage.
Really?
Yep. So I'm excited for that. I hope Sony doesn't screw it up.
Vanessa Kirby, the one that plays Invisible Girl, was in Three Sisters, Streetcar Named Desire, 2014 version.
Mm-hmm.
All My Sons, A Midsummer's Dream.
She's the Invisible Woman, Gary. She hasn't been a girl since the 60s.
Hey, you got your version, I got my version. And what else has she been in that we would know? Oh, Mission Impossible.
I think that was the big one that Andrew was telling me about.
Yeah, she's been in several Mission Impossibles. And she will be in a Mission Impossible this year.
I can't believe they're still making those movies.
And she's also going to be in Avengers Doomsday. Oh, wait, did I throw that one out there? Yep. Oops.
Eventually, the mission is going to be possible.
You know what killed that movie for me?
Huh?
You know, being a martial artist, seeing the second one and him doing a flying sidekick against a gun. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? You would have been shot 20 times before he got there.
Right. I don't get the Tom Cruise hype.
I mean, I like Tom Cruise.
Even whenever like his movies were like out back in the day, like he's 4'0". Like he pretends to stand, and like he like makes himself stand taller than everybody else.
And we got Joseph Quinn, who's the one from Stranger Things. He's also been in. He was Eddie Munson, just in case anybody didn't know.
Yep. The Hellfire, X-Men reference.
And he'd been in a couple of things. Game of Thrones, believe it or not, he played a bit part in there.
Oh, I think everybody was in Game of Thrones though.
And Dickinson, which I don't know.
I'm assuming it's a Charles Dickinson movie. I don't know.
I don't know.
I think it's named Charles Dickens. I'm just talking a lot of crap over here.
And let's see, who else we got here?
He's got a hard to pronounce name.
We got Ralph Ineson. He was in the Harry Potter movies.
Are you playing Harry Potter? He was a Death Eater, wasn't he?
Let's see, we go. He played. Oh gosh, you talk about mispronouncing names. Amicus Caro.
Sure.
For 3 movies, and I don't know if I said that. He played one of the Ravager pilots.
Oh, in Guardians.
In the Guardians, yes. He played in Last Jedi, Colonel Garmoth.
Nope, don't remember that.
No, don't remember. Obviously, that was not a good role for. And let's see, he played in The Bill for 8 episodes.
But he's playing our Ben Grimm, our ever-loving blue-eyed thing.
He's actually playing Galactus.
Oh, is he playing Galactus?
Yes.
But that was Ben. Why'd you do Galactus before the other one, Gary? Gosh. Killing me.
I'm trying to.
Killing me. I got all excited. Like, that's Ben Grimm. But no, his name's harder to pronounce than that. He's going to pick a different actor that's not Ben again.
Probably.
Yeah. He's like, oh, this guy plays Reed Richards' left toe.
Hey, could be. And we're going to Natasha Lyonne.
Skipping completely past Ben Grimm.
We know Natasha Lyonne from what?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh, really? It's like one of the biggest movies for the longest time.
Was it out before I was born?
No, actually, it wasn't. Oh. American Pie. Jessica.
Oh, was she the foreign exchange student?
No, she was the one that was the, like, offset of a Stifler. She's like the female version of Stifler.
I see. I barely... Like, I remember Allison Hannigan in those movies. the flute girl.
Yeah.
I remember the foreign exchange student. Of course, Stifler and the pie lover. I can't remember his actual name. I think Jason Biggs in real life.
Yeah, Jason Biggs.
And, like, everybody's overshadowed by Eugene Levy, though. I mean, everybody's overshadowed by Eugene Levy's eyebrows.
Even the commercial had his eyebrows in it there.
It's okay. I was watching a show the other day that had Stifler in it.
Oh, the one with
the new Tim Allen show.
Yeah,
with him and Kat Dennings.
That's actually pretty good.
It's not bad. Because Tim Allen's got a little weird nowadays, so I was a little hesitant of it. But I love Kat Dennings and anything I watch.
Okay, just for you, we got Eben Moss Bachrach.
There we go.
I maybe jacked that up all the way. And you will know him from, he was in the first season of Punisher. I think that was a good one. Star Wars Andor. Another good one.
Oh, yeah, he was in Andor. Okay, I know what we're talking about now.
So, I mean, those are pretty good, strong acting roles for the nerd community.
I mean, he was in the Star Trek of Star Wars, but...
Yeah, pretty much that's the main things we know. And Bob's Burger, he was a voice.
Oh.
And The Bear.
And The Bear. I heard that's pretty good. I don't like cooking shows, though.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's been in a few things. So, those are your main cast members. And I'm kind of curious who Julia Garner is going to be.
Bear with us in this portion of the podcast when Gary Googles random things, so we have things to talk about for another half hour.
It's not random. We started talking about the movie.
Yep, brought to you by Extremicon and the Mandalorians, and sometimes BK Games. Only when he shows up.
BK Games.
Yep, the sponsorship doesn't count when he's not here.
Oh. She is going to be... Julia Garner is actually the Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah, because everybody who hasn't read a comic's mad about that.
But I'm wondering who she's... Because the whole thing with that is Because, I mean, Invisible Woman...
Thank you, Gary.
And the Silver Surfer had that... He had a little...
Don't yell at me about the Invisible Woman. You talk to Stan Lee about that. He corrects people, too.
And, so, I wonder if she's going to have, like, a fling with Johnny.
The surfer?
That
seems like a Johnny thing to do, too.
Yeah. I mean, that's just the hypothesis. Is going to happen.
I don't know, because they make him like Captain America's character in the first Fantastic Four. He was a pretty big man-ho.
Yeah. I still like that part. And yes, I'm referencing Deadpool and Wolverine again.
Yep.
Where everybody's like, oh, we're going to see Captain America. And I looked, and I seen his gloves. I'm like, hold up. That don't look right. And then he said, the F-bomb. I'm like, oh, that's the Human Torch. Yep. Right before he said, flame on. I'm like, And then Deadpool's like, oh, no, that's not the right one.
Yeah, that was funny. Like, I noticed it. I noticed because he was skinny.
Yeah.
I'm just like, why is he skinny? And I was like, oh.
I think anybody who was a comic fan knew right at that point
knew he was either Torch or something else was going on.
Yeah. I thought that was great. There's not one thing I can talk bad about that movie.
Yeah. I even like that they made fun of the Wolverine Sabretooth fight. It's like they amped it up and it's gonna be the big fight. And they just cut his head off and left. Yeah.
Which actually, ironically, goes well with the comic at that time. Because they had the whole Sabretooth War and he pretty much did the same thing.
Yeah. No. Does it?
You kill my kid, I kill you.
Right? Like, just fighting. Yeah, because Wolverine's son's now like the Helverine.
Yeah, that storyline's actually pretty good if you haven't read it yet.
Next issue's going to have a big key appearance, the first appearance of the Hell Hulk.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. I mean, that's even worse than Weapon H.
Right? Nope, Hell Hulk. I mean, because there's like a Hulk for every mood he's in, and every time he sneezes the wrong way, a new Hulk pops out.
I still need to read that whole World Breaker Hulk series.
They're very good. Like, those are... I roast the Hulk a lot, but he has like two very good series. It's Planet and World War Hulk.
Yeah.
And like reading both in order, they're one big story.
Yeah, I've collected some of them, but I haven't got them all yet. I want to definitely read the whole storyline once I get them all.
Yeah, no, that's a solid read beginning to end.
Because the Hulk, like the Avengers, the Hulk hasn't had a lot of good frontline stories like that.
Yeah, pretty much like you really don't get unless they're solo stories, but they're dealing with their own. Because, like, go back to our point. Name an Avengers villain.
Name an Avengers villain.
An Avengers villain.
I can think of a lot of them. You're talking to the wrong
No,
person.
no. Name one that's just for the Avengers, not a solo hero from the Avengers. Name an Avengers villain, Gary.
Name an Avengers villain?
Yeah, like that came out to fight the whole team. That only
Ultron?
Hank Pym.
Let's see, where else can we go? We got
That's a Hank Pym villain.
Kang.
I'll give you Kang. I'll give you Kang.
Told you you're talking to the wrong person.
I know, but like, they don't have a lot. Like, you can name more Captain America villains than you can name Avengers villains.
That's because Captain America villains are like the Batman villains. There's like
I
one
know.
every time you turn around.
They keep coming back.
Say Red Skull, Baron Zemo, Diamondback, which was actually
Batroc the Jumper.
Hey, he made it to the TV show though.
It was in Winter Soldier.
And George St. Pierre played him. And if you don't know who George St. Pierre is, he's a well-known UFC fighter. That's what really interested me about him.
Nope, he was in the beginning of Winter Soldier. Made me laugh that they had Batroc the Jumper in there.
But, for a side character and stuff, he's really good
Yeah.
pushing to put out there.
Well, that's what the MCU doesn't do a lot that they need to do more of. Is like that's what I liked about Winter Soldier. They started out with a side villain.
Yeah.
It's like because that's what you see a lot in the comics is when like big events start, they're all always handling like Titania or something small. They're just like, all right, are we done with this yet? Because that's the fun part with Avengers and like just superhero villains is they all got one or two where it's like when they fight, I'm like, and they're like, are we done? Can we stop? Do you really want me to beat you up and put you back in jail? Not really, Spider-Man. Okay, can you just go home? Yeah. Yeah, I'll go home. That's it. That's the whole little story, and it's always so fun but it's like the movies are always just giant end of the world threats.
Well, I mean,
I know
you kind of have to do that.
It's
with
a
the
movie.
movies. Which, I mean, the original plan I think would have been great. The big world threats are like the movie ones, and then the
Little
minor
ones.
threats are going to be TV shows.
Secret Invasion should have never been a TV show
Yeah, I don't think it should have either.
because they never got any. Because they missed the whole point of Secret Invasion.
Yeah, they did.
Because they only had one Avenger that was simmed the whole time, and it wasn't even like I love Rhodey, but it wasn't even a consequential Avenger.
Right.
Like, God, if we found out Iron Man was a Skrull the whole time and Tony Stark had been in stasis and never done any of this, you know how good of a story that'd have been?
Oh, but a lot of people like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, that would have been a good twist. Well, like, back in the day, it was Spider-Woman. Like, when Secret Invasion first came out, we found out, like, Spider-Woman had been the Skrull Queen for quite a while. But the whole point of, like, the original Secret Invasion is any one of your big heroes could have been a Skrull for a long time, and we never knew.
Yeah, I liked it when I didn't read the whole series, which I got to go back and that's another one I got to read all
Yeah.
the way through because there's points in time where I didn't read comics a lot, and that was one of the points in time.
That's a good stretch of events that I always recommend people reading. Like, you start from Avengers Disassembled and just kind of work your way through all the big events for that time period, because you get Civil War, Dark Reign, Siege, Secret Invasion, House of M,
Yeah, House of M's a really
and
strong
all those
story.
events. Like, I think Age of Ultron's right around there, too. Planet Hulk and World War Hulk all about the same time. And it all kind of tells one big story through events. Like, it's kind of like how the movies did now to start with.
Yeah. In which hopefully they'll go back to again.
And I'll even do it a way that's cheaper for everybody. I know a lot of people like their physical copies, but Marvel Unlimited's $10 a month. If you just want to go back and run through all those events real quick, it's $10.
Yeah, that's not
It'll
too
take you less than a month to read all that if you have the free time.
bad. Cracked me up is when I started reading. When I get to my comic mode and I start reading back-to-back comics, it does not take me that long.
No.
Except for like Doom, like the beginning of Doom, because there's a lot of talking in that, and I'm like, I actually have to read
Yeah.
that.
Background noise provided by the bad neighborhood I live next to.
Welcome to the hood.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. That was all day the other day, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I'm just like, I mean, I have witnesses now that can hear that, so whenever I call the sheriff department, they say, like, oh, well, we didn't know about this. Ta-da.
I've got proof.
Watch, you guys don't even be able to hear that on the podcast. We're just sounding silly now.
Okay. Well, then back to our thing. Well, speaking of Marvel movies coming out, Thunderbolts, May
Thunderbolts.
2nd.
Oh, yeah, that's coming soon. I'm still on the fence whether I'm going to see that or not.
I am going to premiere that for sure.
Yeah.
Because that's the day before Free Comic Book Day.
That is. Which is weird because they have no Thunderbolts free comic books.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
I know they're leaning all into Fantastic Four and Superman, which I don't blame them.
Yeah, let's see, because what else comes out? And then later, June 13th, I believe. But it's going to be that weekend, so it may not be exactly June 13th.
The Jurassic World?
No, that's going to be How to Train a Dragon.
I forgot the live action's coming.
Live action, and we're going to be at B&B Theater 2, and I will be in full cosplay.
Nice. I hope that movie's good.
And I'll have a dragon of some sort.
Because live action remakes haven't been the best of late.
From what I've seen in the premieres and everything, everything looks like it's going good. So hopefully they continue to do that. And
I hope so. I hope it's because it's not... Like, I'm not going to see Lilo and Stitch at a principal. Like, it looks great. I'll admit every bit of it. It looks great. But I'm annoyed with Pleakley, and I'm annoyed with Nani.
Bless you.
Yep, thank you. But, you know, they had Pleakley transforming into the dudes in that movie, and and completely too. I'm like, no, Pleakley is a drag queen icon, and you let him dress up. But no, he just and it wasn't even like he dressed up as a human. He just had I think it turned him into a human.
Ben 10?
Basically, is what it looked like. He's like Ben 10, but they're all humans.
Maybe it's Ben 1.
Yeah. And my gripe with Nani is probably the least, just the dumbest gripe anybody's ever had with a movie. But, Gary, you've probably seen a lot of Samoans in your life.
Yeah.
What's one thing, like, physically describing about them that you could say about Samoans?
They're all pretty big guys.
They're all pretty big people. They got the skinniest Samoan girl to play Nani. Do you remember Nani in the first movie, Gary?
Vaguely.
Very thick. That's my one gripe. That's all I have to say. It's a stupid gripe. It's so dumb.
But I will say this, that some of the Samoan females, not like super skinny, but some of them they're athletically built.
Yeah, that's how Nani was built. She was very athletic. Like, she... watermelon crushing, to put it politely.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you one thing about a Samoan family. You ever get into a Samoan family, they will watch out for you like family.
Mm-hmm.
So, just throwing that one out there. Because I had a lot of good Samoan friends in high school and after high school.
Good old military base. We're a nice melting pot.
Yeah. But then we got Jurassic Park coming out on the 4th of July weekend.
I'm on the fence on that one, too.
We are going to premiere up there, and there will be a dinosaur there.
Nice. Like, I'm on the fence just because that third one wasn't the best.
The third one was terrible.
I'm
just going to throw it right out there.
Promised a whole world of dinosaurs. And we got to see it for 3 minutes, and they stuck on that stupid kid being half of a Velociraptor subplot.
Yeah, I got to agree with you. That movie, it gets a 3.
Yeah, like, I watched it because I like Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
That was pretty much the whole reason I watched that movie. But then, like, when I saw... Like, I was already annoyed with the second one. Because I was promised dinosaurs running from a volcano, the movie.
Right.
And then that was gone for, 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Then we got the saddest Brachiosaurus ever on the beach, crying as it died. And then we got the child's half a dinosaur subplot for the next hour and a half. I'm just like, I get it. It's cool. Like, if you guys made her, give her, like a Velociraptor lower half or something, I'd have been into this.
Even if she had claws come out.
Yeah, claws come out or something, but she was just a little girl. I'm like, there's nothing that made... Like, if you just didn't say anything about it, nobody knew the difference. But, like, they're just walking around, we're going to take care of you. Aren't you the two guys that raided the dinosaur place and kidnapped the half a dinosaur little girl? Yeah. Is that the half a dinosaur little girl? No, totally not. Like, it's just like, I should have just gave her to somebody else. What's worse is, I think the worst part about that third movie is you didn't notice how kind of unlikable all the new characters were until the old characters came back. Until we saw Dr. Ian Malcolm on screen for a little bit. It's like, oh my god, they're boring. And then Alan Grant comes out. I'm like, oh my god, they are so boring. Why didn't we just get these 3 back for 3 movies? And they better be in the new one, or I love Scarlett Johansson.
Right.
Like I don't like Scarlett Johansson. I don't even give her crap about playing in Ghost in the Shell. Like, Like, that should have been a Japanese actress, but It's Scarlett Johansson. She's earned her acting rights.
Yeah. Oh, I was actually surprised by one of the first movies she was in was actually the Home Alone 3.
Yeah.
I seen that. I'm like, hold up. That's Scarlett Johansson when she was a girl. What the heck?
It always cracks me up because I forget that her husband's Saturday Night Live guy.
Yeah.
And they always roast her on Saturday Night Live in front of her husband. She's like, just because her if you've ever watched any like Saturday Night Live clips, like everybody's probably seen it's the white and black news anchors.
Yeah.
Where they write each other's lines. And it's the one, like, the white guy makes the black guys horribly, like, racist, and the white guy just makes fun of Scarlett Johansson the whole time. And it's just like, they had one episode, though, where, like, Scarlett was there pregnant watching it live, and he's just like, I'm sorry.
That's hilarious.
But no, like, that's, like, God, what was that movie she played in where, like, she was, like, an enhanced human? Not Black Widow.
Black Widow?
Not Black Widow. But she was like the missing link of humans or something.
Fifth Element.
No.
I know it wasn't Fifth Element.
It was not recent, but it was a fairly recent movie, and it was like her mind had unlocked like the certain potential. You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's a name of a girl, like Leela or Lita or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But I like that movie. It was fun.
Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, and I'm like excited to see her in like like if we get like I also don't know if this is going to be a solo movie or if it's going to be a new like trilogy.
Oh, for the
new Jurassic World.
I think it probably depends on how well it goes.
Yeah, I hope they need to start like that was the thing with movies back in the day. They were always written just to be one movie.
Right.
So if they never got picked up for a sequel, nothing mattered.
Right.
Nowadays, everything's written to be in a giant franchise or have 35 sequels, so it always ends on a cliffhanger. I'm just like, I just like a movie to end from point A to point B.
Right.
Like, that would be cool for once, just to have a movie, like... Because, like, even Deadpool and Wolverine, as almost self-contained as it was, did the Thor hint. Why is Thor crying?
Right.
It's like... And I know it tied to older movies, which it's going to, but that was the big thing with the MC movies for a long time. It was always had a scene for the next movie in there.
Right. Except for one.
Which one?
Avengers Endgame. They just kind of cut that
They
one
cut
off.
it off. They cut it off with Iron Man working on his anvil. You hear the just tink, 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 which I'm still like, I don't like people talking in theater, but that's one movie I'm happy I saw in theaters.
Yeah.
Like, there was cheering, there was, like...
Oh, yeah. Especially when you got to go to the bathroom afterwards.
Oh, God, yeah. That's that one. That's a movie I did not get up once to go to the bathroom.
That's what... I love the meme where all you hear is psh after the Avengers movie.
Yep, like Dark Phoenix. I got up to stretch my legs during. That's how you know a movie's bad.
Yeah.
Like, I was leaned over to Ross. I'm like, I'm just going to get up and stretch my legs for a couple minutes. I ain't gonna miss nothing. You got Murder Nightcrawler on screen. You got Scott Summers just blowing up City Blog. Like, Scott Summers did more damage than the Phoenix in that movie. And if anybody knows anything about Scott Summers, that guy is the biggest dork and planner in the Marvel Universe.
Yeah.
Like, that man would save civilian lives no matter what it took.
Yeah, he's like...
He's the Boy Scout.
Yeah.
He's Superman.
Yeah, pretty much.
But...
except for in the latest X-Men comics, throwing that one out there.
We don't talk about the end of the Krakoa days. The newer ones are getting better. They're gonna back, like... I get it, the X-Men needed to change, and, like, Jonathan Hickman started the Krakoa era of X-Men, which, if you're playing Marvel Rivals right now, you're kind of, like, relearning about the Krakoa era. Like, the X-Men moved on to their own island, which was the living island of Krakoa, which is also a mutant himself. And they just... separated from the world. They even had like a cult where they were reborn. So when a mutant would die, their last memory was like in Cerebro, and then they had 5 mutant powers that just rebuilt the mutant and dropped the memories in them, which in my opinion that's a whole new character.
Yeah.
That's a clone. That's a clone with the memories.
Yeah.
Which I think that would have had a really cool effect of if like Death came around being like, hey. But then it started off really good. Like, it was cool. Like, the mutants were finally at peace, and they were going out and helping the world. Then they slowly, like, stopped helping the world. But still, like, kind of portraying as they're the good guys. Like, they wouldn't help the Avengers go do anything, or wouldn't help this and that. Like, Scott Summers was letting people die. But they gave the Shadow King a free pass. They gave Mr. Sinister a free pass because he was a mutant. So I'm just like, I even, like, as much as I'm just now getting back into X-Men.
And they locked Sabretooth down into the bottom.
Yeah, they locked Sabretooth down on the bottom instead of just letting him get his yearly fight with Logan in. That's all he needs. Is letting him and Logan, like, beat the crap out of each other on their own little island. Because the Wolverines had their own little island. Like, Wolverine was actually happy with his kids. But, like, they lost the point somewhere. Because the original tagline of the X-Men has always been protecting a world that hates and fears you.
Yes.
And it even lost me, because, like, you know, I was the biggest X-Men fanboy. Like you could tell in, like, the collection in the shop how much X-Men I had. Like, that's a good portion of the Marvel stuff.
Yeah.
That I just put out here. Like, I'm slowly now getting back into the X. Like, I'm being very cautious. Like, I'm collecting certain series.
Yeah.
Like, Exceptional X-Men's a fun series right now, because it's just dealing with Kitty Pryde and Emma Frost. I'm reading the Psylocke little solo series. I've been reading Uncanny X-Men by Gail Simone, who follows my Facebook. She's really cool. Hi, Gail, if you ever listen to this. She probably won't.
Gail never got back with me.
Yeah. She's a busy lady.
Yeah.
And then I poke into the regular X-Men every once in a while. And that's it until, like, I haven't read Wolverine, because I know I'm going to, like, fall back into Wolverine as soon as I read it.
You always do.
I always do, but I'm just keeping that one on the back, because as much as I love comics, because it's my whole life, literally, it's how I take care of my family, I try not to spend too much and collect too much myself, because that becomes a...
Really? I see a whole
I'm aware, Gary.
Shit full of stuff.
I'm aware, Gary, but this is what the rabbit hole became the first time. Like, this was all in my house. I had to clean the comics out to move my wife in.
Could have moved your wife in here?
No, this was full of cars at the time.
Sorry, Kat.
Yeah, sorry, Cass. And it's not what it sounds like. She did not make me get rid of my comics.
No, you just moved them to another room.
Moved to another room, and I've started selling them.
Yeah.
I've sold a lot of them.
Yeah.
But no, just X-Men burnt me so bad that I got other factors burnt me a lot with comics too at the same time that we won't get into.
I think the biggest thing when I first stopped collecting comics was they had so many series out and it was hard to follow everything.
Yep.
And keep it in your budget.
Well, that's also what a comic store owner and your comic store people are supposed to do for you, is just like, hey, you don't need to read this series. Like, because I know a lot of comic stores will get you on, well, hey, you're reading this event, so collect all the tie-ins. No. Don't you ever collect all the tie-ins. If you want to read that main series, you read that main series. If there's a hero you like in one of the tie-ins, you read that one. Leave the other ones alone. You have to collect the main series. It'll be recapped 800 times.
Yeah.
Like, unless you absolutely want to read a series, don't read it. That's why I always tell people, like, well, do I need to read that? You don't need to read anything. Your book you're reading will take care of letting you know what's going on. Because comics are very, like, as much as people try to keep people out of reading comics are very new reader friendly. Even half the time, like, when it's, they reference something that happened, they will tell you, this happened in issue 13. So if you want to go back and reference that.
That is very true.
Yeah. Like, they're easy to get into, like, especially, like, most mainstream comics. What do I need to read to get into Superman? What do you know about Superman? Well, I know the Kents died. I know the Krypton blew up. He got adopted by the Kents. Cool, just pick up an issue and start reading. You'll be fine.
That's also why they recap them new series every once in a while, too, so you can just take off and go.
Yep. Because Spider-Man started as number 1 this week. You know, because 8 Deaths of Spider-Man are finally over, and then now it's got number 1, which is very, very pretty art in the book. And it's got a whole mystery with Rhino, who hasn't been a villain in a while, is now on a rampage again. And then he had a heart attack. Didn't die. No. Didn't die. Minor spoilers.
Minor spoilers.
Well, because I didn't get
Just
any.
ruined the whole thing.
No, that was all in the preview. I didn't get any of the meat and the potatoes of the book. But yeah, it's just sometimes books need to start at number one, just like because it's a lot of people see like if you sit down like, well, I want to start reading Spider-Man. Well, I can start you on issue 54. Do I need to read 1 through 53? Not really. What do you know about Spider-Man? Well, I've watched the movies. Cool. Just start at issue 54. You'll catch up at some point. You're like about 2 to 3 issues in, your brain will be like, okay, I know what's going on.
Oh.
Like, that's the beauty thing about the movies and the cartoons nowadays is, like, you can just, if you've got a base knowledge of most of these characters, you can just kind of start wherever.
What about White Tiger?
Good luck finding a comic.
Yeah.
That poor man isn't in much.
Yeah. Then I just realized he had passed away before he even got onto the
Yeah,
screen.
in real life. Yeah, I thought it was kind of weird that his death was so abrupt in there. Then, like, I was like, no, like he passed away in real life, so they really didn't have anything else to do with him.
That and anybody who knows, eventually his niece
becomes
takes
White
over
Tiger.
the White
Yeah,
Tiger.
because
So,
she was in one of the animated series for a while.
Yeah, she's in Spidey, Sensational Spider-Man.
Sensational Spider-Man. Yep, I love that. That's a good cartoon because it has Deadpool in it for a little bit.
Yeah,
that one,
Fury.
Yep, that one really focuses on like Spidey being an Avenger.
Yeah.
Like that one feels like the inspiration of Tom Holland Spider-Man.
Yeah, and they have a lot of. It's kind of like a version of the original Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, but kind of a little bit different from it because it's all new characters in it.
Yeah. But speaking of, before we get off here because it's been an hour. I have my idea who Sadie Sink's playing in Spider-Man. Because I don't know if you saw, but Sadie Sink, the girl who played the redhead in Stranger Things, was cast in the new Spider-Man movie.
I didn't.
Yep. There's a lot of people saying that she's going to be the actual Mary Jane. I'm like, we have MJ. We built that plot.
Yeah.
He doesn't remember her anymore. Move on. Firestar.
I would absolutely love that.
And now that the X-Men's part of the universe, we get a Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends movie. It's called Brand New Day. He's moving to the city, getting an apartment.
You know what? I would go watch that probably 20 times if they did that.
He moves in with Iceman and Firestar.
Because that, Transformers, and Dungeons and Dragons were probably my favorite cartoons growing up.
Uh-huh. Could you
and G.I. Joe. Let me throw that one
Could you imagine if they just moved all three of them in together and just told a little, like, story with them? Living together in New York.
Because obviously people, they always go back to, no matter what comic line you go to, they always throw back to Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
Uh-huh.
And so if they did that in the movies, I think that a lot of the old school fans would love it.
That would be a cool reference. Like, a lot of the other fan theories is she's Jean Grey. And I'm just like, I couldn't see her as Jean.
No.
Like...
But there again, you know, they can do anything they want to.
I know. Like, I've only seen her in Stranger Things, so I don't know how, like, good an actress she is nowadays. But, like, Jean needs a screen presence.
Yeah.
Like, Sophie Turner wasn't it. Famke Jensen did good.
Yeah.
But she...
Till last movie.
She
didn't do bad in it, but it's just like, the whole movie was just kind of...
Yeah. What's worse is Dark Phoenix was so bad that I actually like The Last Stand nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying, that there's some movies like you've just watched. I was talking to my wife about that. Like Star Wars is like, with the last series of Star Wars, you really appreciate 1 through 3 more.
Yeah, like it takes a solid bad movie to make the newer movies. Or the ones that were just like, hey, these were not bad, but they weren't good. And I was like, that's no. I'm gonna sit down and watch it now.
I think my biggest gripe with The Last Stand was, besides they underplayed the Phoenix big time,
both times,
is Juggernaut being not the Juggernaut.
I'm the Juggernaut, bitch.
Yeah. I just thought, the Deadpool Juggernaut is the Juggernaut.
Hey, was it Deadpool 2 when I finally got to see Colossus versus Juggernaut on screen? I was like,
yeah.
I was a little kid again when that movie happened.
Yeah, I absolutely...
I got Domino, I got Cable. I never thought I'd see these...
What's the good luck gonna do on a movie screen? Yeah. Like, that is freaking hilarious.
Yeah, like, I got Domino, I got Cable, we got Brad Pitt in there for a few seconds. It's Shatterstar of all people.
I loved it when he was being all arrogant and he got cut up in the...
Yeah, then he came back in the third one.
Yeah.
And then just, like, no, like, those were good, deep... You could tell Ryan Reynolds loves the comics.
Yeah. Yeah, he
like,
actually did.
He loves the comics. He loves the character. And like he just wants that to be good.
Yeah, and I think that's the same thing with Hugh Jackman as Logan Wolverine.
Yeah, I would still like to get a younger Wolverine.
I think that's the point. Is he wanted to step out of it because he was getting older and he didn't want to, make the character look bad. But the way they did it in Deadpool Wolverine, they did a good job because he was kind of the older Wolverine.
Until you're 90.
Yeah.
I think the way they do it, and because I know no matter what, they're going to get so much backlash for whoever plays Wolverine after this.
Yeah.
But I think they would do wonderful if they got Daphne Keane just to step into the role as Wolverine. She played X-23 in both movies.
Yeah.
And X-23 is, if you don't read comics, has been Wolverine in the comics for a while.
I think like I keep on referencing Deadpool Wolverine, but I think one of the things that's great is they were having a rumor start that she was going to be in a movie, and they completely said no, she's not going to be in the movie. And then like when I seen her pop up on the screen, it's like, you guys lied to us.
Oh, the same thing with Jennifer Garner.
Yeah. It's like, you guys.
I got that spoiled for me in walking into the movie. I hated it. I can't believe Elektra was in the movie. I'm like, I looked at the guy. I'm like, you suck. I am so sorry. You suck, dude.
I think another good surprise was Blade, obviously.
Blade. My favorite surprise, and everybody's favorite surprise, though, was Channing Tatum Gambit.
Yeah. They rumored about him being Gambit for the longest time.
He had his own movie he was supposed to have.
Yeah. And then just cut it out.
And, like, that man loves Gambit. Like, he's actually Cajun. You can hear it sometimes when he's, like, playing Duke. He'll get talking a little too fast. You can hear the Cajun accent come back out.
Yeah, because I just didn't like the guy they put as Gambit in the first movie with him being
Taylor
in it.
Kitsch.
I just didn't get the Gambit feel with him.
Yeah, well, he had the dark and mysterious, like, Thieves' Den Gambit, but he didn't have the flirty, suave Gambit.
Right.
You couldn't see that Gambit end up with Rogue.
No.
You can see Channing Tatum have his own Rogue.
Yeah, and then, of course, the Deadpool fight at the end sucked. Because that wasn't Deadpool. That was Legion. Or something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't a big Deadpool fan at the time, so I didn't mind it. Plus, that whole movie is what got us Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool.
Yeah. That actually, I know it was a stepping stone. But
I know.
You know how we said, you're comparing the old movies, but the new movie and this one was the better one.
Yeah, that's what that got us to... I'll actually re-put that. Hannibal King is what got us...
Yes.
For those of you who don't know, Ryan Reynolds played a Marvel character before Deadpool. And
yes, he did.
He played Hannibal King, which in the comics he's more of a John Constantine character.
Yeah, because he was a ex-vampire, which, like they said in the movie, but he actually, Doctor Strange is the one that changed him over.
Yeah.
Because I actually had that comic at one time, which I will try to get that one again sometime.
Yeah,
he actually changed him in the comic.
But he essentially played Wade Wilson in that movie.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And I love that all the rumors came out that him and Wesley Snipes hated each other. And now, like, after Deadpool, we don't hate each other. What do you think I signed up for his movie?
Yeah, that cracked me up. They're actually friends.
Yeah, that was just a rumor they spread to sell the characters. Like, yeah, no, Wesley was just super serious all the time. Like, Wesley Snipes have you seen... I'm like, you guys have never seen Wesley Snipes in another movie, have you?
Yeah, I was about to say, because...
You've never seen him in The Fugitive. Because he's a goofball.
Yeah. Even Demolition Man.
Isn't there one where him and Woody Harrelson are drag queens?
Yes.
I
want to say Tu Wong Fu.
Tu Wong Fu, I think is what it was called. Yeah.
Like, I never watched the movie.
Yeah, but I'm just like, there's like...
Yeah.
Like, Wesley Snipes has his comedy chops.
Yeah.
All right. Gary, where are you going to be next?
This weekend.
This weekend.
We're going to be at the Regal Theater.
Oh, yeah.
And we're bringing the Easter Bunny.
Bringing the Easter Bunny.
12 to 4.
I have a very good joke that I'm not going to make on here about Easter being on 420. Let's say you going to preview the Minecraft movie?
I seen previews of Minecraft.
I do. I want to see that. It looks good.
Actually did really good at the theater.
Yeah, it done good. It's Minecraft. It's going to do. All I have to do is have a little bit of heart in it and a bunch of game references. That movie would have done fine.
And that would have been such an easy cosplay to make.
Yeah,
I could just drew up as a crew.
I don't even have to do much cosplay. I already got the beard.
Yeah, Steve.
I am Steve. I might just get a blue shirt and some jeans, and I'll just cosplay Steve.
There you go.
I love Jack
Make sure
Black.
you get like a little Minecraft sword. So.
Yeah, I love that, Gary. I'm just gonna be Steve wherever I go now. I don't have to actually get real cosplays.
Exactly.
I get a blue T-shirt and pants.
And your Minecraft sword.
And my Minecraft sword. Get some
Steve.
fake diamond armor.
Yeah, there you
go. Everybody probably thinks I'm being sarcastic right now. I'm really not. Like,
no,
actually,
I believe you.
I just blew my own mind with that. I'm like,
because you do kind of look like, with your beard
yeah,
being like
I got
it
the
is.
same like beard buildup that he does with all the gray and the white.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, there you go.
Well, I'm Steve.
And then after that, we're going to be Thunderbolts. Be at the premiere for that, and then
Free Comic Book Day at the Mandalorians.
Free Comic Book Day at the Mandalorians.
Noon to 5 that day.
Then you won't see us again until Tremendacon.
Yep.
That'll be May 30th through the June 1st.
You getting a break all of May.
I wasn't at first, but Fort Fandom is canceled. So for everybody that doesn't know, it was going to be on the 17th, but we have a little kid's birthday party to go to, so, you know, I'm going to go to the Discovery Center in Springfield.
Nice. I'm kind of glad that canceled. Like, no offense to Fort Fandom, just it was too close to my wife's birthday. And
yeah.
May's a busy month for me regardless, because for those of you who don't know that, you know, May 3rd, first Saturday in May is always Free Comic Book Day for me, which last year was on the same day as my anniversary, which went over great.
Always does.
Definitely didn't cause a giant strain in us. So, like, we've already decided if May 4th is ever Free Comic Book Day again, we're just going to reschedule the day. Might do it on the Sunday after or the Monday after and just, like, work something out with that. But May 4th is my anniversary. May 18th is my best friend's birthday. May 22nd is my wife's birthday. And there's like 2 more things in May that I always forget about because I got the 4 big things. And I'm just like, oh, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty busy in May because we're going to be doing a painting party for my wife on May 10th. Mm-hmm. Because her birthday's on May 14th.
Yep.
And then we got Tremendacon we do every year. We got, of course, the premiere, then Free Comic Book Day, which I was thinking, oh, we'll do our next con on May 3rd. And then someone's like, hey, you know, that's Free Comic Book Day. Like, yep, can't do that then.
Yep. First Saturday in May is that's probably a big no-go anyway, because you're just going to be taking business away from... That's the local comic shop's biggest day of the year.
Yeah, that's what I said. Thinking, I forgot to put that in the schedule.
It's a good time period. Like, May 3rd's a good day. I think it sprinkled a little bit last year.
Yeah, but we aren't going to do it in May because if I did it, I wanted to be doing it at the beginning because I didn't want to be in competition with Tremendacon. So it'll be, if I want to figure it out, it's either going to be in March or April, which part of that's because wintertime.
Yep.
Because those are less of the wintertime days, and we want to keep a spread between Extremicons because I'm going to be busy.
Yep. And so on May 3rd, we'll have Extremicon in here promoting Extremicon stuff. That Gary guy. We'll have Jed of the Goofy Goblins in here. We had a whole bunch in here last year, and it was very crowded. And it was just like there wasn't enough room. I overplanned it, and like everybody was supposed to share tables, and nobody shared tables. Like, guys, what are you doing?
Hey, I only had a 4-foot table in here.
Yep, and I'm just like, so it's just gonna be like we have 2 tables already set up. Jed of the Goofy Goblins has their setup already with stuff in the corner. Because they sell stuff out of here year-round if you ever need dice rollers, dice bags.
One of these days I gotta get a dice tower from them.
Yep, custom-made dice towers that are beautiful. And, and like I said, Gary will be here. Are you promoting, like, anything specific? Gonna have a deal?
We will probably run tickets at that time. And I have to see how I do that. But we'll definitely be running discounts on the online. I think I'm going to run Friday and Sunday tickets. Will probably be discounted to $7, which they're $10 regularly. So it's a little bit of savings. We'll do $10 on the Saturday tickets, which are originally $15.
Yeah.
So, get that tickets while you can, while they're cheap. And then we'll probably have a weekend pass, which I'll probably drop that down to $20. So that'd be the whole weekend for $20.
Look at that. Just come to the Mandalorians on May the 3rd.
And try to get those tickets sold out really quick. We got John Anderson come in. He was in, just in case you didn't know, he was in Stranger Things too, ironically. We talked about that. And he was actually one of the government men trying to get the kids.
That's cool.
And then he was also in Jumanji. He was a scientist in there.
I'm excited.
He's actually in Black Panther.
Is he in Black Panther?
Yes, he's in Black Panther.
One of the token white guys.
And then he was also mostly known for is his roles in Sleepy Hollow, which he played one of the Confederate soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
And then he also played in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. He was one of the Ravengers.
That's cool.
He's actually one of the alien Ravengers, so you won't recognize him by face.
Yeah.
He's actually the one that kicked Groot.
Three very unlike people in nerd culture, and that's the guy who kicked Groot. That's the two stormtroopers that kicked Baby Grogu.
So if you got a complaint with him, just go see him at, Extremicon.
That's who Gary's going to invite next year is those two stormtroopers that just punch Grogu in the bag.
Then we have Karen Whitfield, who is the Bronze Age Batgirl.
Yep.
She was Batgirl legally from DC from 1968 to 1984.
That's really cool. I'm excited to meet her.
Yeah, me too. Well, I mean, I've talked to her, but it's different when you meet them in person.
It's different at the convention, too, versus...
Yeah.
So I remember the first year whenever, like, Carla at the convention versus Carla afterwards.
Oh, yeah, Carla was great.
Yeah, she was so fun.
I will give a spoiler. She will be coming back to Extremicon. Now, which Extremicon she's coming back to, I don't know yet.
For those of you who don't know, it's Carla Perez. She played the second Rita Repulsa after the first one passed away.
Yeah, the first one was actually a Japanese, and she was considered the American Rita
Repulsa. She was the movie one.
Yes. Well, she also played in the series from like the second season for the rest of them, except for one season where they had the original one come back for a little bit.
Yep, super nice lady, though.
Oh, yeah. If you get a chance to meet Carla at any convention, I suggest you meet her. She was great. We had a hiccup with the plane flight, and it all got jacked up, and she came back, and she was apologizing to me, and I'm like, "What? I'm surprised you're not mad."
Yeah, no, she was so fun, too, because I know, Gary's been to enough conventions, especially with, female guests, you try to keep your distance when you're taking a picture. No, that lady pulls you in. I kept my distance, kept my hands to myself, and, always kept that gap in the pictures, but no, Carla walks up and grabs you, pulls you into the picture.
Yeah, she's great. I couldn't imagine Karen being any different than her, because Karen's been great to talk to.
Yeah.
Excuse me. On everything we've done, emailing back and forth and messaging and everything, she's been great.
All right, and our last thing, Dakota, where are you going to be? You're not here!
Dakota, what's the next tournament you're going to have? What? We don't know, because you're not here.
Advertise BK Games things, or maybe send us a list next time, and I'll do a fake Dakota voice the whole time.
What's it sound like?
No, we're still be butthead. I was gonna do that or Chuckles the Clown. Just I scream, you scream.
I can't even tell you when the NPC is because I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Right.
Time. Because usually I keep up with that, but we don't get that. They did have the pre-release of the Dragon set from Magic.
Apparently that was their they sold out a pre-release day one.
Yeah, and I mean the set's pretty good. I got a couple of packs, and I loved everything I pulled out of it.
Yeah, me and Andrew opened a box over here, and it was fun.
But with that being said, I'm kind of biased because I love dragons.
Yeah, same. I have to get a few cards for my wife's deck because we built her a Tiamat deck that's a very angry, mean
Ironically,
deck.
I have a Tiamat deck
Yep.
as well.
Very angry, mean deck.
Yeah, I got to get that one card out of there.
Yep.
That one's going to be the epitome of my deck.
All right. Any more things, Gary? Well, rumors are goodbying here?
I don't have anything else.
All right. So.
Well, for this time, stay tuned for future locations for Extremicon.
And hopefully we'll see you guys this coming Friday, and we'll have Dakota here.
Yeah.
Because he can't drop his customary F-bomb. He just says...